Before the world speaks to you, before notifications decide your mood, before yesterday's failures or fears get a vote in who you become today, there is a silent moment, a narrow window, and what you do in that moment determines everything. Most people wake up already defeated. Their mind is cluttered with noise, doubt, comparison, unfinished business, and borrowed opinions. They don't start the day starts them. And by the time they realize it, their focus is gone, their energy is scattered, and their ambition is on life support. But the men and women who rise above average, who build fortunes, legacies, movements, they guard their mornings like sacred ground. Because the morning is not just the beginning of the day. It is the beginning of identity. When Thomas Edison woke up, he didn't wait to feel inspired. He commanded his mind into curiosity. When Henry Ford opened his eyes, he didn't ask the world what was possible. He reminded himself what he decided to believe. When Andrew Carnegie sat in silence, he wasn't resting. He was thinking on purpose. And when Lincoln faced the weight of a divided nation, he started his days by strengthening the one nation he could fully control, his inner one. You must understand this truth. Your life moves in the direction of your dominant morning thoughts. So if you wake up and immediately check your phone, you are surrendering leadership of your mind to randomness. If you wake up rushing, reacting, replaying old problems, you are programming distraction. And distraction is the silent killer of destiny. But there is another way. When you wake up, before you speak, before you scroll, before you rush, sit up, breathe, and take back control of the one asset that decides your future, your focus. This is where motivation is not begged for, it is built. Start by declaring who you are becoming today. Not who you were yesterday, not who people think you are, but who you decide to be. Speak it internally with authority. Because belief is not a feeling, it is a decision repeated daily until it becomes fact. Napoleon Hill taught that whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. But belief does not come from wishing. It comes from repetition, emotion, and clarity. That's why the morning matters. Your mind is most impressionable when it first wakes up. What you impress upon it becomes the blueprint for your behavior. So see yourself winning the day before the day begins. See yourself focused, disciplined, calm, and dangerous in your execution. Visualize the work getting done, the obstacles handled, the distractions ignored, not vaguely, vividly. The mind does not know the difference between a real experience and one imagined with intensity. This is not fantasy. This is mental rehearsal. Athletes use it. Generals use it. Visionaries used it long before science explained it. Then anchor yourself in purpose. Ask yourself one question, not 10, not 21. What is the most important thing I must move forward today to become who I want to be? Focus thrives on simplicity. Motivation grows when purpose is clear. The reason most people feel overwhelmed is not because they have too much to do. It's because they don't know what truly matters. Decide the one action that moves your life forward, even slightly, because momentum is born from movement, not perfection. Now comes discipline, the invisible force that separates dreamers from builders. Discipline is not punishment. It is self-respect in action. It is doing what needs to be done even when emotion disagrees. Walt Disney was fired for lack of imagination. Ford was mocked. Edison failed thousands of times. None of them waited to feel motivated. They moved first and motivation followed. Your morning is where discipline is trained. Do something intentional, something small but demanding. Read a few pages. Write your goals. Move your body. Sit in silence. Train your focus like a muscle, because focus is not found, it is forged. And as you do this, shift into gratitude. Not soft gratitude, not passive appreciation, but powerful recognition. You are alive. You are breathing. You have another day to try again, to build again, to correct course. Gratitude grounds the mind. It dissolves fear. It sharpens perspective. A grateful mind cannot be easily defeated. From this state, clarity, belief, discipline, gratitude, action becomes clean. Focus becomes natural. Motivation stops being something you chase. and become something you generate. This is how you stop living reactively and start living deliberately. This is how you wake up aligned instead of anxious. This is how you turn ordinary mornings into the foundation of an extraordinary life. And as the day begins to pull at you, remember this. You already won the hardest battle, the one against distraction, doubt, and delay. Carry that momentum forward. Protect it. Execute with calm intensity. Because when you master your mornings, you don't just boost motivation and focus. You build a life that listens to you,